So much has changed since we last saw each other. I moved to Connecticut. I moved in with my boyfriend, and yeah, it's a lot of change. I haven't been in the city in 30 weeks, which is the longest time I haven't been here, like since I moved to the city 6 years ago. So today's my first day back. He's gonna be at work today, and New York City is gonna be my playground. I would film. I also kind of want to show him like what I get up to today. So I don't know how diligent I will be, as always, in my filming, but I've been watching some more vlogs, and I just felt like I wanted to pick up the camera again. So right now it is 9 a.m. and I gotta figure out like what we're doing first. I really want to get like a coffee. I have this coffee I made at home, but I want to get like a hot drink. And this is like absolutely nuts. I don't understand. I'm in this weird passageway, and I've got to figure out how to get out of it. Let me show you. So I walked past the Strand. I forgot it doesn't open until 10. I'm not used to being like out and about this early. And so I walked over to Paradis, which is this cute little coffee shop cafe over here. In, I don't know, St. Mark's Place, in Union Square, whatever. But I got a delicious looking raspberry lavender muffin, and I probably am just gonna have a few bites of it, and then oatmeal cappuccino. And I figure I'm just going to sit and like enjoy. I have my iPad. I'm gonna read a little bit until the Strand opens on the next walk, and then I'm gonna walk over to the Strand. I also saw this amazing clothing store that I love that sells these custom art pieces. Like has some new stuff in there really close by, although they don't open till 1. and I'm also gonna go to the Union Square Farmers Market and Free People's over here. So, you know, we'll get up to a lot, I think. I'm really worried about my thighs chafing. I basically just took a walk, probably about a mile walk or so, which was really nice. But I'm wearing a dress, and you know, we've got a lot of day left, so I might go to Lululemon and buy a pair of leggings, which I haven't done in years, because I've had so many. But I'm kind of thinking I might do that and like have a part 2 outfit or something. I want to go to some consignment stores as well, so I think we'll get up to a lot. I'm super excited, and I just wanted to check in. We'll be going back to the MetLife building later for lunch. I believe my boyfriend and I are going to go to Los Tacos de Morono, which I've actually never been to. Despite, I'm almost embarrassed to say, like, I've never been there, despite living in New York for 6 years, but I think that's where we're going to go. I'm not exactly sure what time that'll be at. Depends on, like, his work stuff, so we will see. But just wanted to check in. This muffin's delicious. The cappuccino's delicious. Although, if you're watching this, to my boyfriend, your cappuccino's correct. Love you. Okay, bye. Strand and buy some advanced reader copies of books, which are $4 a piece, and just sit here and read them and have my coffee drinks. So I thought I would like just share some of the books with you. Some of them I'm going to like leave behind. This is also something I usually do, where I will kind of like, I'm sort of a speed reader, and I'll sort of like take in the major themes and content of the book, and I won't like hold on to them. Like I'll sort of leave them for somebody else to find. And I'm gonna, I think, take about half of them with me. I'm not done. Some of them I've read like half of, some of them I definitely want to hang on to also. But I thought I would just talk through it with you. I showed you in the Strand in Union Square where that little ARC section is in the store, because it's kind of hidden away. So feel free to go check that out if you are interested. So I read The Living City, Why Cities Don't Need to Be Green to Be Great. And this book essentially argues that the nostalgia and the emphasis on sustainability that sort of emphasizes like greenery and nature over urban land use is sort of like reductionist thinking. And although there are like legitimate points about how cities perpetuate things like poverty and disease, there's also been a lot of advancement as a result of urbanization, and you know, more equity and health and capability than in like more primitive times, which I do think is still a slightly problematic framing. I agree with aspects of it, and I disagree with aspects of it, but it's really thought-provoking and interesting. So this is coming out in November of this year. And then next we have My Work, which is a fiction book basically about the character's whose name is Anna, her first 3 years of motherhood, and it's kind of told through like a journal that she kept, and it's sort of poetry and prose style. Very, very interesting, super compelling. I think hits a lot of those like themes of motherhood around sort of being expected to like do all things, and talks about like postpartum, and just very, very like interesting. And it's fiction, but I thought it was pretty well done. Okay, next is I Hear You're Rich stories, which are little flash fictions that kind of like a lot of them are about sex, but they hit on a lot of like themes of classism in a way that is sort of what is the word? Oh my gosh, it starts with a P. It's a parody. It's like a parody of it, which I really enjoy, that kind of social commentary. Sorry if you can hear the people drilling over here. There's like all this construction going on. And Paradis and Strand is the next one. This is actually written by a scientist who kind of like dissected sort of like both the psychological and biochemical aspects of different moments in her life. I didn't love it. I didn't find it like super compelling, and I thought the narrative was a little confusing. And then I have like a few more that I'm reading or like halfway through. So these are the ones that I am like done with and gonna leave behind. I think I'm gonna need to take the bag though. Of course, I didn't take one of the 100 tote bags at the house. And I think what I'm going to do is go right over to the Union Square Farmers Market, which is literally right over there. And then I think I'm going to go over to Free People, which is a food hop from here, and then kind of make my way back towards Newtown in anticipation of having lunch, and go to Green Acre Park for a little bit, which is one of my favorite parks, and stop in a few consignment stores depending on time. So let's continue. tons of produce. I guess it makes sense. I feel like this is the time that the most amount of produce in New York is available. So I am definitely scoring. If anything, I'm having to hold myself back from getting too much just because I have to carry everything and take it home. So. Dying, and I forgot to charge my charging brick last night, so had to kind of stop taking clips. But I went into Free People and didn't find anything. Got so much at the farmer's market, and then went to a consignment store and found this amazing dress from For Love and Lemons, which is one of my favorite brands. It was my size. Didn't even have to try it on. Knew it was going to be like a perfect fit. We're walking to Los Tacos Número Uno to get our lunch, and then I'm going to go back and eat it with my boyfriend, and then go out for the second part of our day.